Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we're going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Another opportunity to put on the headgear and finish this season on a winning note comes in the Texas Bowl. It's the Washington Huskies and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Louisville's offense will go on the attack first. Isaac Brown, and everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Richardson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll run it again. Maybe some room. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his... Turning it on!
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Finding some room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field, and I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The give out of the gun, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Williams. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Washington sends out the punt team. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The sure hands. It's Skinner. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Skinner. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Lost to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And Brahm's got a new trigger man. Keenholz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well. He didn't come in as a one-star. Like, you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brahm always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brahms won games when he hasn't always had the most talented guy physically at quarterback either. But when you had a guy like Tyler Shuck, you saw what this offense can do. And they're certainly, they hope they have that now under center as well. Should be a lot of fun to watch this offense and see how consistent and explosive it is.
Got a man, it's Richardson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
It's complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. A give to Brown. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Washington stops the clock and uses its 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you've got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snags it quickly on the left. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Williams to the air again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes, but good job by the defense too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Here's Williams to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Williams. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The give to the left side. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Play fake, Williams. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Williams. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack.
And he's in! Touchdown, Washington! PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. RPO complete to open the drive. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action with Williams. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught over the middle. It's Moss.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Throwing, Williams. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eldridge. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
Hey, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the line to gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Third down from the gun, Williams. Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Williams to throw. They'll run the screen. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect. Protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes the...
And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And how about this defense coming up big, man? They give up some yardage. They get down the field, but on 4th and goal, they get the big stop. They still have the lead. They get the ball back. That's the way you bow your neck up in crunch time.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.